Okay, yeah, so that's it. So tap on the screen. Thank you so much for liking. Those that are liking on the screen, I appreciate. Thank you for tapping. Okay, so we process different countries. We process work visas, study visa. Thank you very much, MM, for liking. MM, nice to have you here. Thank you very much for tapping. That was a big relief from my end. So we process work visas, we process study visas, family relocation, conference visas, TRC, that is temporary relocation, PRO, we also process. Hi there, how are you? Jovi. Hi, thank you for coming in. Please just help me by tapping on the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you so MM for tapping on the screen. I appreciate that. All right. Those of you that are joining, you guys are welcome. If you're new, of course I said hi. Joe, wow. I said hi. You can see my hands. How are you? Okay. Those that are coming newly, you guys are welcome. Please, when you come in, all you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages. Either you follow us here or you follow us on our verified on Instagram. Really, did you follow before sending a message? Because if you did not follow and send a message, I won't be able to get it. All right. Yeah, that's their rules there in Instagram. So you have to follow them. When you send a message, I'll be able to get it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, maybe just send me a reminder again. Just type it, please. Can you get the message again? Then I will see that, because I can't even get the message. Sorry. Okay. All right. So those are coming. Thank you very much for liking. I appreciate that. God bless you. Those are coming newly. You guys are welcome. When you come in, you answered my greeting. Yes, I did. I just answered your greeting. Oh my God. Please, those that are coming newly, guys are welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow here, like, or you follow us on our verified Instagram page. Same name, anyways. Yes, that's why I said you can send me a message on Instagram. Okay. Yeah, did you ask about the package you're interested in, on which of the countries? Yeah. Okay. So we process different visa package. We process different countries. We process smaller countries. We process bigger countries. Thank you so much for liking. I appreciate that. God bless you. You just give me a big relief. Those are coming in from this area. Hi, hello everybody. You're welcome. Please, any of the what's it called platform you're streaming from right now, you're welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us ATM. So we process to different countries. We process to smaller countries, bigger countries, and all of those. And our processing is fast, easy, and very flexible. Yeah. And also the good thing about it, also we have different riot, like we have different categories. So we have the work visas, we have the conference visas, we have the family relocation, we have the TRC, we have the PRO, permanent relocation, and also we have the dependent visa. Thank you so much for liking. I appreciate that. Really good. Then also we have what's it called, business riot. So it depends on which of the riot or which of the packages you feel that you can go for. All right. And hi, hello, how are you, Jella? You're welcome. Hi, hello, Mike. Hi, Mike, how are you? This is my hands, and I'm saying hi. You're welcome. Those are coming from this. You guys are welcome. Please just check the description, okay? And if you want to reach me, you can just reach me on Instagram or Facebook. The description is actually there, okay? So hi. All right. So like I mentioned, we process different countries. Thank you so much for liking. I appreciate that. God bless you. So for the smaller countries, you can as well go for, or you can as well go in for Italy. Oh, I like your hair. Thank you so much for that. Oh, really? Thank you. I appreciate. You can always reach us on Facebook or Instagram. Okay. Thank you. So like I mentioned, for the smaller countries, we process to Italy, France, Spain, Estonia, Lithuania, Malta. All right, Libya, and also Romania. These are smaller countries. But if you're going in for the bigger countries, we process. For the bigger countries, we actually process to what's it called? Process to Germany, Portugal, Belgium, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and also we process to what's it called? We have different countries. We process to Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland, Ireland, Luxembourg. Most of the time, I always say when you come in here, it's very easy. All you need to do, you follow here, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM. Or better still, you check us on Facebook, Instagram. And remember, you can only send us a DM on Instagram, and also you can only send us a DM on Facebook. Those are the two platforms you can use to send us DM. All right. So those coming in from what's it called? Facebook, TikTok, you cannot send a DM directly here for the now. So let's move on. So we have work visas, which is split into two ways. Our work visa, we have the skill jobs, we have the unskilled. The skill jobs are those that have their certificates, and the unskilled are those that do not have any certificates. So you just know which of them you're actually going for. If you're going in for the skill, that means you fall under the categories of doctors, nurses, engineers, IT tech, chef. These are skill workers. While the unskilled are those that do not have any of this qualification. Talking about the construction workers, factory workers, retail sales persons, nannies, cleaners, securities, drivers. These are all open unskilled jobs if you're going in for that offer. And if you're going in for study, we have about 4 different categories for study visas. We have the what's it called BSc program, that's the bachelor's program. We have the master's, we have the vocational study, and we have the language course. So depending on which of them, should I say, fall under the categories or your energy. If you're going in for the BSc, that's at least 3 years program, and if you're going in for the master's, that's 1 year program. And also if you're going in for the vocational study, that's 6 months program, and we have the one of 1 year. And if you're going in for language course, we have like 4 categories for language course. We have the Spanish language, we have the French language, we have the Finn language, and also we have which other, that's 4 languages if you're going to using the language course anyways. So it depends on which of them that suits you. Then if you're going to using the family relocation, we have 2 categories of family relocation. We have the PRO, we have the TRC. The PRO is what we call the permanent relocation, and the TRC is what we call the temporary relocation. The PRO is a 5 years relocation, and the TRC is a 2 years relocation. All right. Then also we have the business riot. If you're going to use the business package, remember you should be an entrepreneur if you're going to use the business visa. Otherwise, you cannot come in using business visa. So that's how it works. Those are all the riots we have. And also we have the COS visa, but basically COS visa is only for those of you that are interested in traveling to the UK. If you're not going in for UK, you cannot come in using the COS. And we explain to you guys category what COS means. COS is actually called a creative visa. It's applicable to those of you that are unskilled workers. All right, you can always come in using the COS visa. That is for UK only. We're talking about the videographer, photographer. These are all open unskilled jobs for the COS visa if you're going in for that package. All right, so that's how it works. So that's it. So let's move on. So we have here work and study visa available. Sorry, this work and live visa available for Portugal. These are for those of you that are interested in using the relocation visa. You can come in using this package. Can you guys get it from here? All right. Families allowed to travel with you as well. You can extend your stay, you can navigate your ways. So if you're looking at a very stable, good country you want to go in for, you can always go in for this and thank us later. And you guys know Portugal is one of the great intentional country that pays very well. They are stable, accommodating, and they are not racist. All right. So if you're looking at that, we have it open and is running. Oh, yes. Then we also have a work and live visa available for Germany. Those of you that are interested in going in for Germany, if you want a very good intentional country, you can go in for this. Germany is very good. They are stable, accommodating, and they're not racist. And kindly note that they are not English speaking country, they are German speakers, all right? So we have a lot of people that always migrate using that offer. So if you're interested in that, we have it open and is running and ongoing. Kindly note that they are not English speaking country, like I always tell you. Then we also have the work and live available for Poland. Those of you that are interested in going into a factory jobs, then you can always go in for Poland. Poland is very good. You have so many factory open jobs available for Poland, and also they pay very well. But kindly know that they are quite very expensive in general, and they're not English speaking country. They are Polish language. So if you're looking at such good intentional country, then you can always go in for this and thank us later. So let's move on. Then we also have a work and live available for Spain. Those of you that are interested in migrating to a smaller country, you don't want to do much, you can go in for Spain. Spain is very good. One of the good intentional Europe country that pays very well. But remember, no matter how they pay, they cannot pay compared to bigger countries, all right? And also, they are not English speaking country, they are Spanish speakers. But they're intentional country, they are good, they are welcoming, and all of those benefits you can always achieve in a country. And also you can migrate to your family. They have a quite affordable standard of living. So if you're interested in migrating to a country that have a very cool standard of living, then you can always go in for Spain. Then we also have what we call the work and live available for New Zealand. Those of you that are interested in migrating to a bigger country, you don't want a Europe country, you want something outside the box, then you can always go in for New Zealand. New Zealand is actually one of the intentional countries a lot of people migrate to every season, and they operate similar just like Australia. So if you're interested in such good intentional country, you can always go in for that. But kindly know that they can be very expensive, and also they're English speaking country. All right, so that's how it works. Then we also have the work and live visa available for Australia. If you're interested in going into a bigger country, you're not used to smaller country, you want to do more, then you can always go in for Australia. They're accommodating, welcoming, and they're no racist. Also, they pay you very well. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your way, so you have so much to benefit. If you're looking at such good intentional country you want to go in for, then you can always go in for Australia. But kindly know that they are not part of the Europe country. What it means in that sense is that you cannot use their visa to travel to other Schengen country, but they are very good. I mean, they pay very well and they are stable. Then we also have the work and live available for Lithuania. Those of you that are interested in a very smaller good country, you want to do more, you can always go in for Lithuania. They're very good. And I told you guys, Lithuania has lots of benefit because they're quite very closer to Poland, and also they are closer to Sweden. So that's the reason why lots of boys migrate to Lithuania every season. So if you're interested in such good intentional country, you can always go for this grab. And also families allowed to travel with you, so you have a lot to benefit from it. So you have nothing to be concerned about. Those of you that are interested in migrating to such good country. Then we also have the work and live available for Canada. If you're interested in going into a very good intentional one, English speaking country at that, you can always go in for Canada. They're very good. They are stable, accommodating, welcoming, and they're not racist. Sorry, let me do some adding up. Those are coming. You guys are welcome. When you come in, follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in any of them, send us a DM. Either you follow here or you follow us on our verified Instagram page, or you follow us on our YouTube channel anyways. So if you're interested in other packages, send us a DM. Sorry, I'm doing some adding up in case I'm very closer to the system, so you get to see that better. So those of you that are joining, you get to see that I'm doing some adding up. All right, so let's move on. So this for Canada. If you're interested in migrating to a very good intentional country, you can go in for Canada. Canada is very good, and they're English speaking country. Also, they pay very well. So if you're looking at such good open country you want to go for and travel once, then you can always go in for this grab. And it's always very easy for you to get in your PR. Those of you that always migrate to a country because you want to get in your PR, then you can always go in for Canada. All right, so that's it. Let's move on. Then we also have a work and live available for Switzerland. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Switzerland, Switzerland is very good. They are stable, accommodating, and they are not racist. So you have so much to benefit in Swiss. So if you're looking at such good country, you can always go in for this grab, all right? So you have nothing to be concerned about. They pay well and all of those, families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways, you can extend your visa stay. So if you're looking at such intentional country you want to go for, you can always go in for Switzerland and thank us later. Then we also have a work and live available for Netherlands. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, you want to do more, then you can always go in for Netherlands. They are very good. The intentional country, one of the country family can always migrate to every season. So if you're interested in a bigger country, you can always go in for this, all right? And they pay very well. Also know that they are not known to be English speaking country like 100%. You have like 80% that can communicate in English, all right? So if you're looking at such, we have it open and running. Then we also have the work and live also available. Also, if you're going in for Sweden, you want a very intentional country, you can always go in for Sweden. Sweden is very good, stable, accommodating, and also they are not racist. They are welcoming and all of that. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong. Look like my network is not stable. So if you're interested in that, you can always go in for this, all right? You can always thank us later. If you're interested in going in for this, they're accommodating and all of that. Man, I'm going to stop and come back again because my network is not stable. Belgium. Oh god. All right, so let's move on. So those of you that are going in for Sweden, you can always go in for this. They are accommodating, stable, and all of that. Families allowed to travel with you. You can extend your stay. You can navigate your way, so you have nothing to be concerned about. If you are looking at such good country, you can always go in for this. All right, so that's it. Sorry, I'm trying to do some adding up. Those of you that are coming in, like what we say, mostly when you come in, follow, like, go through our page, get to see the different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM. Sorry, I'm doing some adding up in case I'm very closer to the system. Those of you that come in, you guys are welcome. When you come in, check our page, get to see different visa package. Either you follow us here, or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, whichever which you actually use to follow us, same name. And if you're interested in the visa package, you can only send us a DM on Instagram, or you send your DM on Facebook, all same name. You can use that to reach out. Okay. So we also have a work and live available for Sweden. Those of you interested in going into a bigger country can go in for Sweden. They're very good, intentional country, and also they pay very well. So you have a lot you can always benefit from. Yeah, families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your stay. So if you're looking at such good one, then you can go in for Sweden. And kindly know that it can be very expensive country anyways. So let's move on. Then we also have a work and live available for Norway. Those of you that are interested in migrating to a very intentional country can go in for Norway. Norway is very good, stable, accommodating, and also the average country. All right. Yeah, they're not that high, they're not that low, they're just in between. So if you're interested in such good country that pays well, you can always go in for Norway and thank us later. You have a lot you can always benefit from Norway. So families also allowed to travel with you, and besides they're not that expensive. So if you're looking at such good country, then you can go in for that. All right. Then we also have a work and live available for Italy. Thank you so much for liking, please. I need those liking. If you're interested in going in for Italy, you want a very small intentional country, you can go in for this. Families also allowed to travel with you on this. You can extend your stay, can navigate your ways. So if you're looking at a country that are welcoming and they're not expensive, let's just say they're quite affordable, then you can always go in for Italy. All right, so you have nothing to be concerned about. And also they do not pay very well because they're smaller countries. Like I always tell you, bigger countries pay more better compared to smaller countries. Okay, so let's move on. Then we also have a work and live available for Ireland. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Ireland, you want to do more, you want a very intentional, good paying country, then you can go in for Ireland. They're very good. They are stable, they're accommodating, and they're not racist. Families allowed to travel with you. You can extend your stay, can navigate your ways, and they're English speaking countries. So if you're looking at such country that you want to navigate to, you can always go in for Ireland. All right, and they're quite very closer to Scotland. So that's the reason why a lot of people migrate to Ireland every season. Then we also have a work and live available for UK. If you're interested in migrating to the United Kingdom, you want an English speaking country, you can always go in for UK. They are very good. Like I mentioned, they pay you very well. They are stable, accommodating, and they are not racist. All right. So if you're looking at such good intentional country you want to go for, then you can always go in for UK and thank us later. Families also allowed to travel with you, but kindly know that they can be very expensive because these guys pay a lot of tax. So that's the reason why you have a lot of immigrants would not want to go in for this. All right. So let's move on. Then we also have a work and live available for France. Those of you that are interested in migrating to France, one of the intentional country you want to go in for. France is very good. They are stable, they are cheap, and they are not that expensive. All right. If you're looking at a very affordable country, you can go in for France. But they are not English speaking country. They're meant to be French speakers. All right. But they are good. So if you're looking at a country that pays you more better and you don't know how to go about it, then you can always go in for this. All right. Yeah. They are very intentional country. Those are coming in from any of the platform, you guys are welcome. When you come in, follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM on Instagram or you send us a DM on Facebook. Our Instagram page is verified, same name. Facebook also verified, same name. That's the only way you can send us a DM and we'll be able to respond to you. All right. So these are work and live available for Estonia. Sorry, I need to confirm. Yeah, this for Finland. If you're interested in going into a very intentional country, you can go in for Finn. Finn is very good. They're very stable, accommodating, and also they pay very well. But mind you, they can be very expensive countries. So those of you that are interested, you can always go in for this and thank us later. All right. Yeah, so you have nothing to be worried about. Then we also have a work and live available for Denmark. Those of you that are interested in migrating to an extra country, want to do more, you can always go for Denmark. Denmark is very good, stable, accommodating, pays well, and quite expensive country in general. And also they're very closer to Norway, and also they're closer to Sweden and Switzerland. So if you're interested in such good country, you can always go for Denmark and thank us later. All right. So you have nothing to be concerned about. So that's all. Let's move on. Then we also have a work, what's it called, conference visa available also for Denmark. Those of you that are interested in migrating using the conference visa, you can go in for Denmark. Denmark is very good, especially if you're coming in using the conference visa. Like I mentioned, conference visa is always very easy. You can always extend your visa stay. So that's the reason why most people always migrate using the conference visa. So if you're interested in going in for that, we have it open and it's running for Denmark as well. Then we also have workshop conferences available for Spain. Those of you that are interested in migrating to a smaller country, you don't want to do much. You can always go in for Spain using the conference visa also. They're very good. I remember I told you guys the good thing about migrating to Spain is that after your stay on 6 months, you are allowed to extend your visa and also you're allowed to get in their residence. So that's like a plus. So those of you that are interested in migrating to a very small, affordable country, you don't want to do much, you can always go in for Spain and thank us later. Alright. Also, they pay well, but not so very, very well because most of the smaller countries don't really pay you very much. Then we also have a conference visa available for Malta. If you're interested in going into a very small English speaking country, you can always go in for Malta. Malta is very good. Stable, accommodating, they're not racist and they're welcoming. So if you're looking at a country that is quite very okay, you can always go in for Malta and thank us later. They are not that bad and they're very good. And remember, kindly know that they're still developing, they're not there yet. So what it means is that a slight package is really not that high, but they're actually cool. So if you're okay with that, we have it running and it's ongoing. Then we also have a conference visa available for Poland. Those of you that are interested in migrating to a very good intentional country, Poland is also one of the IQ. If you're okay with that, you can go for this. Besides, they have a lot of factory jobs in Poland. So you have varieties of options of jobs. And also you're allowed to multitask. You're allowed to do more than 2, 3 jobs. That's the most important thing and they pay very well. But the only challenge is that they are not English speaking country. They are Polish speakers. I mean, they are not English speaking. So anyways, they're very good, intentional country. They're accommodating and they're welcoming. So if you're looking at such one, we have it open and is running. Then we also have a conference visa available for Portugal. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Portugal, you want to do more, you want an extra good country, you can go in for Portugal. They're very good, intentional, well-paying country, but they're not English-speaking country. All right, they are what is it called, Portuguese, but they're very stable. They pay very well, and also if you're an entrepreneur, you're into business, you're looking at the country whereby you want to continue your business internationally, then you can always go in for Portugal. You have a lot to do about that. What it means is that they allow you to extend your stay. All right, so that's actually very cool and accommodating. Then we also have here workshop conference visa available for Germany. Those of you that are interested in migrating to a bigger country, you don't want smaller country, just going for Germany. Germany is very good, stable, accommodating, they are not racist and they are welcoming. So if you're looking at the country you want to travel to maybe once or you would want to keep traveling, just pick in Germany and thank us later and you're allowed to settle down with your family. But the only thing is that they are not English speaking country, they are German speakers, but they pay very well. So if you're looking at such intentional country, we have it open. Then we also have a workshop and also conference visa available for Lithuania. If you're looking at a smaller country, you don't want to do much, you just want a very small, good intentional country, just going for Lithuania. Lithuania is very cool. They are one of the countries that is sharing a border between them and Poland, and also they're very closer to Sweden. So you have a lot of benefits if you're migrating to such good intentional country, and they pay you very well. And also they allow you to extend your visa stay. So you have a lot of reason if you're going into such country. But also know that, of course, standard of living can be very, very cheap. Then we also have a workshop conference visa available for Louisburg. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, you want to do more, you want an extra high country, then you can go in for Louis. Like I mentioned, extra means they're extra expensive in nature, but they pay extra very good. I mean, they pay very well, and you have a lot to benefit from them. One, you have a free transportation across the city, and also the second part, also you have a what's it called, free internet access. So you have a lot you can always benefit from it, and you have nothing to be concerned about. So if you're looking at such intentional country, we have it running. Then we also have a workshop conference that's available for Australia. Those of you that are interested in a very good intentional country, just going for Australia and Tankos later. They're very good. They are stable, they are welcoming, and they're not racist. And kindly know that Australia is not part of a Europe country. So what it means is that you cannot use their visa to access other countries. But they're one of the good countries that offer you e-visa or electronic visa, those of you that are interested or those of you that are consigned. They actually pay very well and they're English speaking country. Also, their government standard happens to be one of the top notch. So if you're interested in that, we have it open and ongoing as well. All right. Then we also have a workshop conference visa available for Finland. Those of you that are interested in migrating to a very touched country, you want to do more, you want an extra country, you can go in for Finn. Finn is very good, stable, accommodating, pays well, and they're not racist. All right. So if you're looking at such good country that you want to migrate to, maybe your family or whichever, you can always go in for this. Okay. So you have nothing to worry about. And also kindly know that when you're migrating to Finland, their standard of living can be very expensive. The only thing you can find cheap in Finland is that what's it called, Their tuition fee can be very low. So if you're looking at such country that has a very cheap, affordable tuition fee, then you can always go in for that. All right. Otherwise, you can choose other affordable countries. Then we also have a workshop conference visa available for UK. Those of you that are interested in migrating to United Kingdom, you want to do more, you want an extra good country that pays you very well, then you can go in for UK. But kindly know that their standard of living can be expensive because these guys pay a lot of tax. Let's just say they depend on tax, all right? But outside that, they're worth the stress. So if you're interested in that, we have them open and it is running. Then we also have a workshop conference visa and academic available for Belgium. If you're interested in going into Belgium, you want a country that looks similar just like Germany, or you want a country that share border between them and Germany, let's just say kind of slimly closer to Germany, then you can always go in for Belgium. Belgium is very good. The only challenge is that they are not English speaking country, all right? They have two languages that is accepted, which is German and also French. So if that's what you want, we have it open. And also note that they pay very well and their standard of living can be very expensive as well. And you are allowed to do more than 2-3 jobs. That means you're allowed to multitask. So that period, or should I say their working hours, is actually very cool. So you have nothing to be concerned about on that aspect, all right? Then we also have a workshop and academic conference visa available for Canada. Those of you that are interested in an English-speaking country only, and you don't want a Schengen country, you want to do more, just going for Canada. Canada is very good, stable, accommodating, pays well, and they're very fast in issuing PR. PR means resident. When you migrate to a country, you have to ask for their residence so you can be recognized as a legal citizen in a particular country to avoid being thrown out. Anyways, Canada is one of those that offer you all of that, and also families are allowed to travel with you, so you have nothing to be concerned about. So if you're looking at a very good intentional payable country, you can always go in for Canada and thank us later. Then we also have a workshop and conference, an academic conference visa available for Netherlands. Those of you that are interested in an extra good country, just going for Netherlands. Netherlands is very good, stable, accommodating, pays well, and they're not racist. So if you're looking at such good country, you can always go in for Netherlands and thank us later. They're very intentional country, especially if you're migrating to settle down with your family and you would want to stay in a long period of time, then you can go in for Netherlands. But also know that they're quite very expensive. Despite the fact that they are very good intentional country, or let's just say they're quite known to be whole land. All right, so they pay very, very well. So if you're interested in that, we have them open and is running. Then we also have a workshop and academic session conferences available for Ireland. Those of you that are interested in an English good country, you can always go in for Ireland. Ireland is very good, stable, accommodating, pays well, and they are not racist. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your way, so you have nothing to be worried about. And also you have so much to benefit from them. So if you're interested in that, we have Ireland ongoing as well. Then we also have a workshop and academic conferences available for France. Those of you that are interested in a very small, cheap country, you can always go in for France. France is very good, stable, and they're not bad. And also know that they're a very small country. What it means is that they don't pay very well and they're not racist, all right? So you have a lot you can always benefit from them if you're migrating to France. And families allowed to travel with you, and they are not English-speaking country, they are French speakers. But you have a lot, like I mentioned, to benefit because they are quite very cheap, they are quite affordable. So that's the reason why you have a lot of people migrate to France every section, all right? So let's move on, guys. Those that are coming newly to my channel, you guys are welcome. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, hello everybody, you're welcome. Whether you're coming in from any of the platform, because we're streaming on 3 or 4 platforms right now, you guys are welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing, get to understand what we are doing here, or get to understand which of the visa that is going on here. Feel free to drop in a valuable question or respond to you politely. So anyways, you can also follow us on our verified Instagram page, same name, or you can follow us on our verified Facebook page, same name. If you're interested in another visa package, you would want to talk to me, or you want to send me a DM, or you want to reach out to VA Visa, or maybe you respect of your traveling, or you would want to fly, you want to travel, you send us a DM on Instagram, same name, or you send us a DM on Facebook, same name, or better still, if you want to be more official, you send us a DM on our Gmail. Our Gmail is also same name at gmail.com. Is that clear? Thank you. So here we'll process visas to different countries, both smaller countries, bigger countries. If you are going in for smaller country, we process to Italy, France, Spain, Lithuania, Estonia, Malta. We also process to Latvia, Romania. Then if you're going in for the bigger country, process to Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway. We process to Luxembourg, and also we process to what's it called, Portugal, Poland. We process to Germany, Belgium, process to Finland, Ireland, Netherlands. And we have our success story as well. So if you're interested in them, send us a DM. Only you can send a DM on Instagram, and also you can send your DM on Facebook, because we have a lot of DMs on TikTok already, and we're trying to clean up with that before you can be able to send on TikTok. All right, so that's it. So when you come in on any of our platform, they were streaming right away. Either you're coming in from Facebook, you can follow like, or you're coming in from Instagram, you can follow like, or you're coming in from YouTube, you can follow like, or you're coming in from TikTok, you can follow like. All right, so if you're interested in the visa package, like I mentioned, you want to talk to me, you want to reach out to me, you can only reach us on Instagram, same name, verified Instagram. Please, if it's not verified, do not message. Or you can send us on Facebook, verified as well. All right. You can only send your message on Instagram, and you can only send your message on Facebook. Our TikTok messages are filled up. So right now we need to clear up some trash before we'll be able to start receiving messages on TikTok. All right? Is that clear? Thank you. So we have different categories. We process work visas, we process conference visas, we process study visa, we process family relocation, business visa, and all that. For the work visas, we have two categories of work visas, which we have the skilled jobs and also we have the unskilled. The skilled jobs are those of you that are doctors, nurses, engineers, IT tech, chef, while the unskilled are those of you that do not have any of these qualifications, talking about the construction workers, factory workers, laborers, nannies, food service attendants, retail salespersons, hotel jobs. These are all unskilled workers, all right? Cleaners, securities, truck drivers, forklifters, these are all open jobs. Let's just call them unskilled. Those that do not have certificates. And for the skill, you need to provide your certificate, because if you don't have your certificate, we cannot assess you, all right? We cannot work with that. Is that clear? So let's move on, guys. Then we also have a workshop conference visa available for Italy. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you don't want to do more, you just want a very small, good country, you can go in for Italy. They're very good, they're stable, accommodating, and they're not racist. Also, they pay very well. But kindly know that they are not English speaking country, and they're Italians. Especially those of you, should I say, Italy is beneficiary to those of you that are creative. What it means is that those of you that are having something, should I say, you're very, very productive with your fingers or with your hands. Let's just say you're creative anyways. Talking about the videographer, the what's it called, photographer, hairstylist, makeup artist, whatever things you can do very well, you can always go in for Italy. It's actually very good options. All right, especially if you have never traveled before and it's your first time flying out, then you can always go in for Italy. So let's move on. Those are coming in from this side. Hi, hello, you guys are welcome. Can you guys hear me very clear? All right, thank you. Then we also have a workshop conference visa available for Norway. If you're interested in an average country, you don't want to do much, just going for Norway. They're very good. They're intentional country. They're stable, accommodating, and all of that. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your stay. So if you're looking at a very good intentional country that pays better, you can always go in for Norway. And you have a lot to benefit in Norway. Like I mentioned, average means they're not that expensive. They're very good. And also you can migrate with your family. And study in Norway also can be average. Not that so much expensive compared to Canada, UK, Australia. That is kind of alarming when it comes to studying. So if you're looking at such very affordable country, you want to do all of that, you can go in for that. Speaking of study, we have 4 different categories of study. We have the BSc program, we have the master's program, we have the vocational study, and we have the language course. BSc is 3 years program. Please note that, those of you that are interested. And the master's program is just 1 year program. And if you're going in for vocational study, it's 6 months to 1 year. What it means is that we have the one of 6 months as well, we have the one of 1 year. Then if you're going in for, language course, we have the one of 6 months and we have the one of 1 year. Is that clear? All right. Then we also have a workshop and a conference is available for Sweden. Those of you that are interested in a very good intentional country, you can go in for Sweden. Sweden is very good. They are stable, accommodating, and they pay very well. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your stay, so you have nothing to be concerned about. So if you're looking at such good intentional country, you can always go in for Sweden and thank us later. And they are quite very closer to other countries, all right? So that's a good thing about them. So if you're looking at such, you can always go for that. Then we also have a workshop academic conferences available for Estonia. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you don't want to do more, you just want a very small, good, intentional country, then you can go in for Estonia. Estonia is very good. stable, accommodating, and they're not racist. And kindly know that they do not pay very well. We always tell you most of these smaller countries pay less, but their standard of living can be very good. While the bigger country pay you more better, and their standard of living can be more very expensive. So you determine which one matches your energy. So if you're interested in going in for Estonia, we have Estonia running and ongoing, and they're very good intentional country. And also Estonia is one of those countries that's quite closer to Finland. So that's the reason why you have a lot of always migrate to Estonia every section. So if you're interested in that, we have it running as well. Okay, so let's move on. Then we also have the skill and unskilled jobs available as well for Estonia. And we have explained to you guys what skill and unskilled jobs is, please. If you don't understand, ask me again. That's why most of the time when we come live, we get to take our time to explain all this because we get to receive a lot of messages. That's why I said you can only message me or you can reach out to us on message on Instagram, on Facebook. Those of you that are coming in newly. Those are coming in, you guys are welcome. When you come in here, all you need to do, you follow, like. You can follow us on TikTok, you can follow us on Instagram, verified Instagram page. You can follow us on a verified Facebook page. You can follow us on YouTube, whichever channel they're all verified. You can only send your message on Instagram, and also you can send a message on Facebook for now, because our TikTok for now, like I mentioned, we have a lot of message cleaned up there, so we have to deal with that. Then you can inform you when you start sending message. All right, in no short time we'll inform you when you start sending message on TikTok. But if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on Instagram and Facebook. Is that clear? Thank you. So let's move on. Those are coming in from this side. Hi, hello, you guys are welcome, please. So we have explained to this, right? If you are going in for the skill and unskill, skill are those of you that have certificate, unskill are those that do not have any qualification. So just know which of them suit your energy or which of them you're actually going in for anyways. Then we also have the skill and unskill jobs available for Poland. If you're interested in an intentional country you want to go in for, either you're traveling alone or you're traveling your family, or you want to just migrate, whichever solo. Anyways, you can always go in for Poland. Poland is very good. One of the intentional country, they pay well, stable, accommodating, and they're not racist. All right. And remember, if you're interested in a country that has so many factory jobs, that's Poland. So you have so much reason why you should be migrating to Poland. Besides, they allow you to do multiple jobs and all of those benefits attached to that. So if you're interested in that, you can always grab this. Then we also have the skill and unskilled jobs available for Spain. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you don't want to do much, just going for Spain and thank us later. They're one of the small intentional country, accommodating, stable, and all of that. And kindly know that they are not English speaking country, they are Spanish speakers. But the good thing about them is that they give you an access for you to get in your residence just the 6 months of your stay in Spain. So that's the reason why a lot of always migrate to Spain every season. Every season, all right? So if you're interested in that, we have it running and open. Then we also have the skill and unskilled jobs available for Denmark. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, you don't want small country, you want to do more, you can always go in for Denmark. Denmark is very intentional country, they're accommodating, stable, and all of those benefits attached to them. And Denmark pays you very well, but kindly know that they're quite very expensive in nature. We always tell you, yeah, the bigger country are expensive. In case of those that have never traveled before, good. So anyways, they're very intentional country. If you're looking at whether you want to go in, settle down finally, and forget about traveling for a very long period of time, that's Denmark for you. They're one of these good countries that pays very well, just like Switzerland, and also just like what's it called, Norway and the likes. So if you're interested in that, we have it running and it's open. Okay. Sorry. Then we also have the skill and unskilled jobs available for Malta. Those of you that are interested in a very small country, don't want to do much, just going for Malta. They're very intentional, small, affordable country. All right, you have a lot, you can always benefit from it, and they're English speaking country, especially if you're migrating to a country that allows you to come in with your family and you don't want to spend much. That's Malta. Also, if you're looking at a country where you want to go in for study but you don't want to spend much in studying, tuition fee, that's Malta. Right, so you have so much benefit, you can always grab in for Malta. So that's the good thing or good reason why most people always migrate to Malta every season and all of that. All right, so let's move on, guys. Please, those that are coming, you guys are welcome. When you come into my channel, all you need to do, you follow, like, either you follow here or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page, or you follow us on our YouTube channel. If you're interested in the visa package, you send us a DM on Instagram or you send us a DM on Facebook only. Then we can respond to you. Is that clear? Thank you. So we also have a skill and unskilled jobs available for Portugal. If you're an entrepreneur, you're looking at a country where when you migrate to, you want to continue your business internationally without stress, then you can always go in for Portugal. They're very good. Intentional country and they pay very well. They're welcoming and they're not racist. But the only challenge about Portugal is that they are not English speaking country. Just have that noted at the back of your mind. They are Portuguese. But you have all of those benefits you can always achieve. If you're looking at a very intentional, stable, good country, that's Portugal. Then we also have the skill and unskilled jobs available for UK. Those of you that are interested in an English country only. You don't want another country, you just want a very good country that has an English speaking. That's UK. For you, UK is one of the good intentional country that accommodates everybody. But the only challenge is that these guys can be very expensive because they depend on tax. So if you're not okay with a country that pays so much tax, we always advise you going for other choices. But otherwise, they are very good country to settle down or to even start from. Let's just use that word. Or maybe probably you're looking at an easy route, you can always go in for UK. You can come in using our conference visa, or you can come in using the UK COS visa that we have running ongoing. Or better still, you can even come in using the UK family relocation, or even UK, what's it called, conference work visas and all of those. They have a lot of care jobs in UK, so those of you that are interested, you can go in for this route. Then we also have the skill and unskilled jobs available for Germany. If you're interested in going into a bigger country, you're not used to smaller countries, you want to do more, just going for Germany. They pay very well, they're stable, but just that they are not English speaking country. They are German speakers. You know, we actually take our time to explain to you guys some countries are not English speaking and some countries are English speaking. So when you come to my DM, you'll be like, okay, you are aware, you know what you want, right? Anyways, so Germany is actually a very good intentional country, accommodating, stable, and they're not racist. So you have so much you can always benefit from. There, families are allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your stay. So you have nothing to be concerned about. If you're looking at such good country, you can always grab in Germany, and they're very intentional. Then we also have the skill and unskilled jobs available for Lithuania. Those of you that are interested in a smaller, cheap country, you just want a very small country, whether you're traveling alone or you're traveling your family, but you just want to start from somewhere, you're just going for Lithuania. They're very intentional, small, good country. Everyone could always migrate to easily, and they're flexible. Also, they're one of those countries that share a close border between them and Poland. So you have nothing to be concerned about. So if you're looking at such good country, you can always go in for Lithuania and thank us later. All right. And also, if you're looking at a country whereby you want a very low tuition, affordable tuition fee, that's Lithuania. Then we also have the skill and unskilled jobs available for Australia. If you're interested in a bigger country, you want a country that pays well, but not a Europe country. They are not part of Schengen, but they're very intentional and they're English speaking country. Then you can always go